see, I'm a sales guy. That's my background. And then I became a developer. So I have the contacts, the industry knowledge, the partnership, the distribution possibilities, because I have over 200 partners globally that are IT security and IT companies in different countries.
Oh,
I've
great.
built it over 15 years. Yeah. And I can show you my logos of my clients, mostly are banks. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Because my specialty is cyber security,
Okay.
and we do cyber security training.
Oh,
And so
great.
we became known for this because we worked for about 10 years with Visa and
Mm-hmm.
also with the PCI Security Standards Council,
Okay.
which is the governing body that governs the standard PCI DSS,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Okay. So we actually were the only company in the world to ever work officially in partnership with them. We
Okay.
translated the standard and all their training material, 6 hours, audio transcripts, everything, we've done it. Yes.
Okay.
Right. That's the background. That's 15 years of, great. But I now have decided that the only way to move the business forward is to build applications
Mm-hmm.
and to build really intelligent applications that leverage streaming and live communication. This is the way forward. So I've been searching for this for a long time. Anyway, that's my speech.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, since you said live communication and streaming, right?
Yes.
So obviously we are communicating live at this moment.
Yes. It's so
Now,
fast, man.
and what I do is I'm sending something over the chat. It's a link which I'm sending over the chat.
Mm.
Did you see the chat on your left?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I would
Got it.
advise you to copy this and paste it in a different browser tab.
Gotcha. Okay. What's this? Let me. I've got two screens here. So you see, this is. I've been since 5 this morning here.
Okay.
You see? You see the Buddha out there.
Yes.
Uh-huh. and and this is my center of operations. Tun, 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 tun,
Okay.
tun. Yes.
Did you open the link in the YouTube?
Ah,
The YouTube link which I sent you, did you
yeah,
open that?
it's there. It's there. I have it there.
So we are conversing, and our conversation is now going live to YouTube.
You're restreaming, and
Yes,
actually, it's only 2-3 seconds delay. I can hear it in my other ear.
correct,
Let me
correct.
switch it off because it's distracting. It's
Yes.
saying we are converting now. Actually, it's 2-3 seconds delay now. So it's
So,
actually
yeah.
wow,
So the conversation is live, but the streaming is
mama.
around,
Yeah, yeah.
3-4 seconds
I know
delay.
it is. It's restreaming. It's anyone can do it, but not everyone can do it like you did with a
Mhm.
WebRTC directly to YouTube so fast.
Yes,
And because your latency is what, 2 seconds?
that's a 2 to 3 seconds.
Wow. Normally it's 34. I've seen 20, 30 seconds, like Dacast, 30
Yeah.
seconds. Wow. Hey man, what do we do? How do we move forward, man? No, look, you proceed. I want you to explain to me, and you structure the call because I'm already excited. And I already signed up, and when I explained earlier, my only limitation is I don't really have developers, and it's really hard to find good ones. So
Okay.
the less I can do development, the better.
Okay. So what I
And I'm
see,
and
you
I'm
have
willing to pay or potentially invest in something collaborative in that sense. So yeah,
so what I noticed, you had signed up for a development account. That means you
yeah,
wanted to build something similar to this.
yeah,
Right. So that is one way of doing it. Other way is that the whatever we have built, right? This meeting application, we have also built a webinar application,
mm,
right? So where you can know, I mean, conduct a webinar for thousands of people, right?
yes,
And we
yes,
have equivalent mobile apps also, both for Android and iOS.
yes.
So this entire thing can be white labeled for your organization,
Yes, please.
right? So the URL, the URL which you see, which says
No, yes, please.
meeting.enablement.io.
Look, let me stop you.
Yeah,
I'm going to show you before you continue, so we know what level we're speaking. I
yeah,
already said yes to everything you said, and I want to show you my screen. Can I?
yeah. Sure, sure, sure.
Let me show you. Uh, all right. Where are we? Okay. How do I press this? Share. Start share. Entire screen. Okay. So, can you see this?
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I can see
I'm
that screen now.
okay. So, I'm going to start at the beginning. Hannah, that's my robot, Hannah.
Okay.
she speaks what is written.
Okay.
I'm working on that, i.e., parsing text and
Okay.
then putting it through AI, making a video and putting it
Okay.
on the screen. And this is a key element in my stack. But let me explain what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So, Dojo, this is my system. It's called Dojo.
Mm-hmm.
What Dojo is basically 20 years of my head inside the software.
Okay.
So basically, it's a content management system, a training management system, an event management system,
Okay.
and also a document management system.
Okay.
For now, it will continue to evolve.
Okay.
The unique thing it has is what we do is we don't treat a document the same as you treat a document, or typically people treat a document is you read it, you think,
Mm-hmm.
you remember, and then things happen. Well, I guess
Right. Right.
you hire a guy who's really expensive to come and do the job because he's an expert, and he comes and asks you the questions that are written in the document.
Right.
And he fills out an Excel, and then that makes its way onto a Word document, and then eventually a PDF, which gets hands into somebody else who needs to read it, interpret the results, and then analyze it to
Mm-hmm.
then give you analytics on what you already have.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm describing is the full process of consultancy and IT security, really, and consulting and audits and all this. What we've done is remove it all and automate everything inside.
Okay.
So we took a document and we decided that, for example, PCI DSS has 250 sub requirements, let's call them. In reality, it's 585 evidential requirements.
Okay.
So what we do is we break the document into small sentences, and each sentence has value.
Mm-hmm.
Each sentence can be connected to assets, that is users and other things, because we think that in a document a sentence has value, but it does definitely have value when it's a compliance document.
Mm-hmm.
And the compliance says you must check your firewall for this. So what we do is we say, when we see keyword firewall, we say, hey, that's a firewall. So when you are completing the document, it's going to say, what is the status of your compliance with this requirement?
Right.
And it's going to say, I'm compliant, or I'm working on it, or not quite. When he says this, we're going to score that. And then we'll be able to attach assets, comments, files, and the evidence we require in order to basically substantiate our response to the question.
Fantastic.
So that's my let's say verbal explanation. I'm going to show you live.
Okay.
So if I go into Docs, basically you can see my different documents. Yes. On the left, top left, you see the SAM toolbox. This is actually the software assessment maturity model, the OWASP software assessment maturity model, which all your programmers should know by heart.
Yep.
So this document contains, and I'm clicking, I've basically extracted the document and all its value. What we've done is take each category and turn it into what we call a control group. And
Okay.
inside each category, we have many controls. So it's a different way of thinking about a document. And you see here, we have all these things that we need to do in order to be compliant with this standard, actually.
Okay.
And we can segment our controls by different types of groupings. In this case, this is the high level groupings, the 5 main categories that you must be compliant with. And each one has 18 controls. If I go into one category, we now see what I'm talking about. So here's where we start asking the questions. Do you integrate this? And this is one question within this group. So if I answer this question, yes, it's going to actually, well, firstly, it's going to give me everything that's related to this question. This is the question. This is the explanation behind the question, so we know what to answer. And then we have basically our answers. And we've built a system that has very modular answer structure, meaning we can have custom answers per answer group, per control group, per document. It's really complex what I built, but effectively we can integrate any scale of rating. So behind each answer, we even have numeric values. Are you with me? What we also built in is gamification into this. So when you're answering a question, actually you're getting a number of points and it's being multiplied by the value of the question and the value even of the group of questions. So we can begin to grab and understand key performance indicators. This is key. This is in alpha. It's not yet really public. It's only one customer is able to access it. And I have about 80% I still have not developed. And I don't even have time to explain how much we're.
I lost you again. Your mic. I can't hear you. Mr. Lucas, I lost you. I can't hear you. I lost you. Probably your mic has, has been loosened out or something. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Probably your mic. Mr. Lucas, your mic. I can't hear you.